Hey guys, so we're back in the game. I just wanna touch on something real fast, and that is your Overwatch's video on D.Va is dead. Like, I want to warn all of my followers to not use your Overwatch as a reliable source with their clickbait titles. Not to bash them, but honestly, that video was just outright weird. It brings up maybe one point, but most of it sounds like whining, to be honest. So guys, do not use that as a reliable source. Anyways, I needed to get that off my chest. Let's check out D.Va, shall we?
Time to raise my APM!
Now, D.Va's primary fire is her fusion cannons. They have a fairly low damage output from afar, however, most people don't think about is that her weapons are actually very fast shooting shotguns. Yes, that's right, shotguns. You might have noticed how fast you can melt someone if you're up close. Another thing people also usually don't think about is that they have infinite ammo, no reload. Now, the best way to utilize D.Va is to harass enemy shields from afar and continuously lay down fire on the enemies, and then when your team goes in, you seek out a valid target to get close and personal. Now, the ability we all love and hate, Defense Matrix, and to quote your Overwatch, "Oh my god, it got nerfed with 5 meters, D.Va is dead." No. Let's all take a moment to think here, shall we? Even though the range has been nerfed a bit and requires a little bit more thinking and careful positioning, it isn't bad. Defense Matrix is such a powerful ability considering its protective values and that it can shut down any ultimate that start out as a projectile in the blink of an eye. Only thing you need to think about when using Matrix is that you shouldn't be reckless with it. As an example here, Moira's orbs. Moira's damage orb, if she shoots it from range, can mean free healing for your healers. However, if she uses her healing orb in a team fight, you can eat that healing orb and deny the enemy team massive healing. The things you need to look out for when using your Matrix is effective damage, also known as damage that could, lead to a kill on an ally, or let's say that the enemy Zarya is suddenly much more aggressive. Remember to read your enemies. Are they doing something different? Should they have their ultimate by now? Keep an eye out on your, you have a small little meter there, you can see, the small little green meter. Good. Plan its usage. D.Va will never be dead unless they remove this ability from the game. Now, D.Va's boosters allows you to quickly traverse from A to B, aka, from the ground to the high ground. Yeah, they are a powerful initiate ability, or, a powerful getaway tool. It also sets up one of the most powerful combos in the game, which I will touch on later. It has a fairly decent knockback and deals 10 damage on impact. Wow. They can also be interrupted at any time by pressing the button again. Now, her micro missiles is an active ability that still allows you to use all of your other tools at the same time. They will always fly in front of you, and it is a channeled ability in one way and will be interrupted if you're stunned or if your mech is killed. The missile deals up to 126 total damage. When Blizzard takes your voice line way too seriously. However, Selfdestruct is D.Va's ultimate ability and sends your mecha away to create a massive explosion, almost killing anything that isn't safe behind a shield, barrier, or a wall. Back in the early stages of Overwatch, this also killed yourself, if you weren't careful. However, now you can stand and chill and watch the glorious explosion. Usually, it's great to combo this with your boosters, as the mecha will keep the speed that your boosters gave it. It is also worth noting that your mech works like any player would, or it will slide off any surface that anyone else would, which can lead to some great bomb placements. I highly encourage that you find your own positions where to throw it. After throwing your ultimate, you will immediately get it back after it blows up. Now remember, D.Va is still a very alive tank and she's not dead. She works well in dive compositions and on maps where she can contest the high ground. D.Va is also a very strong tank in bunker strats, as she can contest the point while the rest of the team keeps their position. Oh right, the combo I mentioned. D.Va has a kill confirmed combo on any 250 HP target if she hits her abilities in unison to each other. The way you pull this combo off goes like this.
D.Va lurks around. She spots a lonely Zenyatta aiding his team. Little does the Zenyatta know that death is lurking in the shadows. D.Va starts running towards him and activates her rocket and starts firing her fusion cannons. She then uses her boosters, and death can be heard all throughout Busan.
The combo is simple on paper. Rockets, primary fire, boosters to close the distance. Throw in a melee if the target isn't dead. Of course, it might be hard to pull off completely, but with a little bit of practice and tracking, this can lead to many kills. Just remember that you are very vulnerable afterwards, as you will have most of your abilities on cooldown. Remember that if you play with a Winston, you need to support him with your defense matrix until you guys land and he can throw down his shield. Think about your matrix and look for opportunities for when to use it. Now, the bomb is very situational, so find good positions or combo with your teammates. And do you think that Baby Diva is weak? But you know, she can get her mech back really fast. Just make sure that you aren't staggered, and that if you play on a King of the Hill map and let's say you guys took the point and you're out of mech, it might be better to jump off the map and respawn faster. And whatever you do not call your mech back if the enemies try to stagger you. Simply be annoying and harass them and force them to kill you. This was a few tips for Diva, guys. As always, be great, and I'll see you next time.